I just realized I didn't take you on a tour of the backyard. So this is coming, hang on, let me go back up on the ledge. This is when you come like out the back door. And so that's a cherry tree. You probably can't see the cherries in there, but there's cherries in there. And then there's the sky. And then all of this was grass when we moved in. Every single bit of it. So I have the furniture all buttoned up because we have a storm coming. So it's all buttoned up, but that's the backyard. So then if you walk way out, you can kind of see the neighbors, but I'm planting this side of the house to screen that slowly. So this is actually my newer bed, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but my aunt collected iris, so I'm actually going to work on that this summer. And there's roses, there's Kai. Say hi, Kai. Anyway, that's my grandma's climbing rose over there. I trimmed her today. Anyway, I'll take you around the front. So on a normal year, you go around this side and I have tomatoes and potatoes and peppers and all those things. And you know what I planted this year? Nothing. So that's my lilac. And then these are urban apple trees. And they've got apples on them. So we'll have apples in the fall. See all little baby apples? And they're good. They kind of taste like a Braeburn. They're good. See, they got apples. Yay. So usually there's tomatoes and all kinds of things here. And there's not. That's garlic. That gets planted in the fall, which is why it's there. And then this sad little buddy here is an Egyptian walking onion. This was actually the last thing. My aunt was always bringing me plants, and she brought me that the last time I spoke to her. Anyway, this is the front. I'll walk all the way out by the street so you can see it from a distance. Those are iris and peony, so they're done blooming. That's thyme. It comes back every year. The stellas are blooming. The tulips are done out here. And the iris. So I worked on this yesterday. So the bush on the left is a Juneberry, so we can pick those and make jam. And then my clematis is blooming. It's not very sunny anymore, sorry. And those little humpy dumpy things on the left there, that's early phlox. Those bloom bright pink. And those limey green things will bloom at the end of the summer. And then those bushes, they bloom first thing in the summer, hot pink. And they just finished blooming. And then there's hydrangea that are going to come up behind them with a little bit of patience. And the grass there will shoot up for the fall. And these little spirea here, they are done blooming. They were hot pink. And this is a cotton candy grass. It doesn't get any taller. And then it looks like it has cotton candy fuzz on it in the early fall. And the hairy stuff there are painted iris. They're tiny and they look like somebody took a little paintbrush and painted them. And then that's sedum. The butterflies will be all over that at the end of the summer when it blooms. And that's tarragon, which we eat. And that's milkweed plant, which I think looks really, really pretty with the Japanese maple. It's pretty. And then over here, the stellas are over there. And then this is kind of my wildflower bed. And there's some more crazy grasses. Some pops of yellow. There's all different little wildflowers. This bed, it's all drought tolerant, so I don't fuss with it at all. I get it going. So there's coneflowers and laetris and coreopsis and some dianthus. And that's the lilac. She just finished blooming. And these are all hydrangea. So they're just starting to bloom and they're really pretty. We've gotten so much, I'm getting eaten by skeeters now. We've gotten so much water that they're really happy. So they're just starting. They'll still get a little bigger. I gotta feed them. That's Lily of the Valley. They just finished. That's Lady's Mantle. It looks like there's little dew beads on it in the morning. This is a cool plant. This is monk's hood. It throws a giant purple spike and it's the last thing to bloom before winter comes. And this is that mixed bed that I'm working on. So that's a lilac bush and I just cut it down because it was a rescue. And that's a burning bush. And those are iris I need to move. That's a black currant and I just harvested that. I think I stuck it on Facebook. This is an Azuki cherry, but the rabbits decided to eat the tree. So I'm kind of sad because, or a deer came along because it's awfully high. I'm kind of sad because my aunt gave this to me for our wedding anniversary for 20 years. So I'm kind of sad that I'm losing that. And the rabbits ate my Azuki cherries. I'm gonna kill them. Anyway, those are 9 barks. And I have a tomato plant there because I stuck it in. But I have to, I'm weeding this and then I'm gonna till it. And I decided, I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with it, but I'm going to transplant. My aunt collected iris. She would order them from Holland. And I'm going to steal them from her house before I sell it and keep them alive. Anyway, so that's my yard. Am I making you sick? Probably. I'm gonna go in now because I'm getting absolutely eaten by spiders. Anyway, that's my grandma's climbing rose. I need a beautiful arbor for it. It's an old-fashioned rose that throws rose hips. This is a new clematis I started last year. She's called Pride of Poland, which I thought was really funny because I started it and then I had, Professor Cat, the Polish princess, in the fall. What a woman, huh? Anyway, my roses need to be deadheaded. They just finished blooming, but they'll just keep blooming all summer. So there's all kinds of good stuff in there. Right now the lavender's blooming. And there's some more of the Milma stuff in dog poop. You watch this. Ah! Anyway, the lavender's blooming, the lilies. That lily is almost 6 feet tall, which is kind of cool. That's a big crab apple. It's a candy mint. They look like starlight mints when they bloom. This guy blooms all pink, a giant wave of pink. And he just finished. So if I take the clippers and give him a haircut, it'll all bloom again. And that guy there, he throws a giant purple spike. That's false indigo. So there's all kinds of good stuff. There's a hosta farm down in there. And then there's a plant along that fence that blooms at the end of the summer. Anyway, that's that. There's our dinner table. Hi, Kai. Silly dog. You won't poop, but he'll wake me up at 5 in the morning to poop. Ha ha, we love you. All right, good night.